Hey guys, I'm making this video today really to answer one simple question. Can you use VR&E, Vocational Readiness and Employment, right, formerly called Vocational Rehab, Voc Rehab, can you use that veterans benefit to pay for law school? Shorter answer is yes, you can. How do I know? I did it, I applied for VR&E and it was approved, and I used that to cover all of my education through undergrad and law school. And it really is a life-changing. I'm making this video because I want to bring awareness to that. It's life-changing, okay? It is possible to do, and it is amazing. It's a great program. If you can do it, I would strongly suggest doing it. And that's if you want to become a lawyer, because you need to know that first of all, you have to have your mind really set, and that's something you're going to want to see through and be able to do. And you're going to see why, because it's going to be hard to get approved for it. This isn't just a given, okay? Why is it so hard to get approved for VR&E for law school, right? Why is it so hard to get them to approve that for you? Well, you have to keep in mind the overall purpose of VR&E is different from just the GI Bill, right? It's to get you to gain and maintain suitable employment and put you in a spot where you have the best employment for your skills, aptitudes, and abilities, right? Now, it's not an educational program per se, but it can be one of the prongs of the VR&E is it can put you on the path, give you education to make you employable, right? And gain and maintain that suitable employment. So you have to keep that purpose in mind, right? It's employment-based purpose, not an educational-based purpose. With that being said, I'm giving you advice on what worked for me to get accepted. Doesn't necessarily mean, there's a lot of subjectivity I found in the process based on what counselor you apply to and other things. So don't take this as anything set in stone or the rule of law here. This is just my personal experience and how I, used VR&E, was accepted and how they paid for law school. So before you apply to VR&E, you're going to law school, you should have already qualified for the post 9/11 bill. And you want to start off, in my opinion, using the post 9/11 for undergrad. So first things first, go to undergrad, right? Use your post 9/11, get in there. They have the BAH and it'll pay your tuition, right? So once you're in undergrad, you need one of the qualifications of VR&E is 10% service connection disability. So if you don't have that already, you have your service connection in order, you need to apply for, and I didn't know this until I was in community college initially, but you can apply for service connection disability from time in service. The sooner you get out and do that, the better. Get approved for that while you're an undergrad. So you should be an undergrad with the post 9/11, you should have your service connection disability of at least 10% to qualify. Then you're gonna want to have a good GPA in undergrad. You're gonna need to take it serious. I had pretty much a 4.0, just went to all my classes, did my work, was friends with my professors, even if I didn't agree with all their beliefs, just be friendly, get a good GPA. Sometimes being friendly is a better way to get a good GPA than, anyways. You're gonna wanna take the LSAT. And that takes, a little practice to get in at least a score where you're gonna get into a law school that you want to go to. I didn't really care where I went to law school, so I didn't really study a lot for the LSAT. I cared, but I didn't need a very high LSAT, so I didn't have to put a lot of work into that. But you need to take the LSAT and you need to get it enough to get accepted. So a good enough score to get accepted wherever you want to apply to. Then you need to apply to law school, right? Usually this happens, a year before the fall. So like January, you should have your application all done. And then like 8-9 months later during August, that summer, you'll start up law school. But you need to apply to law school, and right before or while the application process is going, you need to start the VR&E process up, right? you need to get accepted to law school. So I would say once you start applying, then you can go apply for VR&E, but then you'll get accepted to law school. While your applications are going, right, for law school, you need to do a few things in undergrad other than getting a good GPA. You need to get job prospects letters signed by your professors saying, right, that your degree job outlook is not good, right? Remember, this isn't the purpose of VR&E is an employment. You're going to be saying essentially that I'm not employable with just my graduate degree. I need a law degree to become employable, right? This is what you're gonna, if you're, I'm not telling you what to do. This is only if it fits your situation, but this is how I did it. You want to say the best job for me that fits my skills, my aptitudes, and my abilities, right, is to become a lawyer, is to go to law school. They're paying for law school, so just to go to law school. That will be the employment that fits me best and my disabilities best, right? So you get job prospects letters saying from your undergraduate professors. For instance, mine was political science degree. Good for me because it's kind of useless in the job market, generally speaking. So I pulled statistics, right, from this is government statistics on job outlooks for political science, like Bureau of Labor or something. And it shows that, your job outlooks are not great for that degree. So I'm going to be graduating with a political science bachelor's, and I don't have good job prospects. I got my professors in my political science department of my undergrad to sign that is indeed true. There's not, which, think about it, I mean, that's crazy. They're the ones teaching this, and they're really signing off here just on the letters that I created that the job outlooks aren't good. However, job prospects are good after a law degree, high job prospects, high salaries, great work. And then you can also say why for your disabilities, you can work remote. It gives you flexibility. It will be the best job for your skills, aptitudes, and abilities, considering your disabilities. And being a lawyer is very flexible. It gives you that ability to work from home or work more with your mind, right? Do your research memo, which I touched on law school, being a lawyer and why that's such a good job outlook for you. And it's going to be great employment. Get the statistics, pull from the governments, just Google these things. To obtain education necessary to become a lawyer that will allow me to gain and maintain employment that falls within my skills, aptitudes, and abilities. Key phrase, just use it over and over because that's true. That's what you want to go for. This is employment for your skills, aptitudes, and abilities. It's going to be great for you. Really hammer that. And, at the end of the day, you're going to want to show your counselor you want this. Your vote, and I'm talking about the VR&E. These are the gatekeepers to this program. You're going to meet with them when you apply. You have to show them you want it. You put in the legwork. Dress nice in a suit and tie. You should really want this at this point. Show them that. Show them if they actually approve you for this, you're going to become a lawyer, and it's going to be great employment for you. And it's going to fulfill the purpose of this program, right? Purpose of this program isn't education. It's employment. Show them this is going to be employment best for you. Go take it seriously. It's like a job interview. Like the most important job interview of your life could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Put in the work. If you're not going to put in the work now to get approved and show them this is right for you, you're not going to put in the work in law school. It's going to be hard for you because law school is actually very difficult. But at the end of the day, if it's right for you and your disabilities, and this is an education entitlement that you could potentially qualify for, you should have it. You've earned it. And so go out there and get it.